Hey guys, I apologize for not being able to be there with you for these first couple classes. Unfortunately I'm out of town, so I'm not able to be there. But I wanted to just really briefly go through some of the first day stuff just to give you a heads up on what to expect. First of all, this is Math 110, which is college algebra. My name is Andy Rosen. I look forward to meeting you guys in person next Monday. It'll be the first day I'll be there with you. My class website, or my personal website, excuse me, is www.rosenmath.com. We'll be looking at that in just a couple minutes. Also, just to give you a heads up, I know some people are curious about adding the class. Obviously, I don't know how crowded it is because I'm not there. But I will tell you that my intent is that I will add as many students as I have desks for. So as long as there's a desk for everybody, I'll add anybody who wants in the class. If there are more people than there are desks, then I will have to do a lottery system of some sort. I haven't really decided yet, but we will deal with all of that on Monday. The other thing I want to mention here before we talk about my website, the student learning outcomes, just so you can know what to expect here. A student will be able to analyze and solve a pre-calculus level problem using analytic methods to be able to sketch, and be able to sketch the graph of a pre-calculus level function. Okay, so that's what we can expect in this class. As I mentioned, my website is rosenmath.com. I wanted to point out a couple of things on it because I think it's going to be a real useful website. So here's what it looks like. On the right side here is my information as far as contact is concerned, my email address. This phone number, I wouldn't really worry about this phone number. I'm a full-time high school math teacher. I teach at Carlsbad High School, and so that phone number is actually my desk at the high school, but it's the summer, so I'm not going to be there. Email is definitely the best way to get a hold of me. And then on the left here, it's a little hard to read because I've already followed the link, but on the left side, one of the links here says Math 110. By the way, you'll notice next to it, and if it's a little small, when you get home, there's a link to this video so you can see it there, or you can just go to the website, really. But next to the class website, there's a little link here that says grades. I will be posting all of your grades on my website for you to access. Once I return, every time you take a quiz or a test, I will update those grades so that you can see how you're doing. And again, I'll walk you through the details on that later on. So anyway, if you click on Math 110, here's a breakdown of everything that we're going to be doing throughout the entire summer, the 8 weeks that we're together. You can see for each day what sections we're covering. If there's a quiz that day, if there's an exam, it'll tell you what sections that exam covers. Also, please notice that there are these links over here. All of my lessons are on PowerPoint. So that means two things. First of all, I created a handout as a PDF document, and I put it right here. So for example, for this lesson, if you click on here, here's a PDF for the lesson that I'll be teaching this night. So you can go here, print out the lesson ahead of time, and then use this to take your notes so that you don't need to write everything down if you don't want to. So this is just a nice resource for you to print out ahead of time each night, bring it with you, and then use that for your note taking. But the other thing is I write on my handouts. I write on my slides. And then I save that writing as a PowerPoint. Every night after the lesson, this link will be replaced with a different link that instead of taking you to the handout, it'll take you to the PowerPoint itself. So that if you're ever absent, you can go to my website, go to the day you're absent, click on this link, and it'll show you exactly what you missed. It'll show you the PowerPoints, it'll show you all the writing, everything you missed. You don't need to borrow the notes from somebody else. Or if even if you were there and you missed something, maybe I went too fast, go to this website and you can download the PowerPoint and view it and see exactly what you missed. So really useful resource here. For this first day, this intro video, this is a link to the video that you're watching right now, so you can check that out later if you'd like to. Also, you can download the syllabus. So this is the class syllabus. I encourage you to print it out, keep it. Here's all the information about the class, contact information. This phone number right here it's not attached to any phone, it's just a voicemail. I pretty much never check this voicemail, so I would definitely rely on email to get a hold of me. Definitely email here. Here's the book. There's a picture of the book that we're going to be using, details on that. Materials, all class assignments and exams must be done in pencil. Work done in ink will not be given credit. A graphing calculator is required for this course, though some parts of the tests and quizzes will not allow the use of a calculator. And I will tell you that for each test, some of the tests will have two parts to it. Part calculator, part non-calculator. Some of the quizzes will be calculator, some of the quizzes will be non-calculator. It just depends on the subject. Cell phones and iPod calculators are not allowed on my tests or quizzes, and calculators may not be shared. Okay, so make sure if you don't have a graphing calculator, get one. There are different places you can check one out. Possibly the Palomar Library has one. I believe there's, if you go to the math department, they have a program for that. But definitely something to pursue because you will need a graphing calculator for this class. My website I just mentioned, you can get the PowerPoints from there. The homework as part of the syllabus and also on my website. A list of homework assignments for the course has been provided. These assignments will not be collected or scored, though it is a good idea to do and understand the homework. Quiz and exam questions are based on the homework. So you definitely want to do the homework. I'm not going to check it, but doing the homework gets you ready for tests and quizzes. And especially in this class, we it's a 4-hour class and we go through a whole lot every day. You want to be doing the homework because there's only so much we can do in class. The homework is really your chance to be doing it on your own, making sure that you're understanding it before you come to class the next day. So homework is really important in this class. Quizzes, there will be 10 quizzes throughout the course, as listed on the attached schedule and also on my website. Each quiz will be worth 5 points. There are no makeup quizzes. I don't do makeup quizzes, but you are allowed to drop your lowest quiz score. And then, so if you're ever absent for a quiz, that'll get dropped. You'll get a 0, but then that'll be your drop score. At the end of the term, the points for the quizzes will be added and given a % score, and that score will have the value of a 100-point exam. And then there are going to be 4 exams throughout the course. Each of these exams will be worth 100 points. There will be no makeup exams, but again, you're allowed to drop your lowest exam score. And then the final exam is 100 points, and this grade may not be dropped, of course, because it's the final. Funny comic. Information on the grading scale. Participation and attendance are not part of your grade. However, students who regularly attend class and participate in class discussions will find that they understand the course material more fully. This is especially true during the summer session where the classes are longer and there are fewer of them, as I mentioned. I strongly encourage you, ask questions. I will be at every class early, so you can come in early, ask me questions. Ask me questions during class, whatever. Make sure that you're understanding everything. Inappropriate behavior such as cheating or excessive disruptiveness may result at the discretion of the instructor in the student being dropped and or grade of F being recorded for the course. This has never come up, but it's in the syllabus just in case. Some study tips. The key to success in math is working problems every day. The more problems you work, the better you will become at working them. So even when we don't have class, you should be thinking about college algebra. You should be doing problems from the homework. You should be working through these things. Don't make this a 2-day-a-week class. This is a 7-day-a-week class. You need to be working. I assign the odd problems on the regular homework because the answers are in the back of the book. When you have finished the assignment, or if you get stuck on a problem, check your answer to make sure that you did it correctly. If you made a mistake, try to figure out what you did wrong. Or if you can't figure it out, talk to me, maybe email me if you think I'll be able to answer your question over email. Whatever it takes, make sure that you're understanding it and make sure that you're checking your answers for the homework. Do it on your own. Having somebody else show you how to work a problem is not the same as doing it yourself. It's all right to get help when you're stuck. In fact, it's a good idea. Just make sure that you do the work yourself. So if you get stuck on a problem, ask for help. Ask me. Go to the Learning Center. I'll talk about that in a minute. Ask peers for help. Whatever you need to do. Ask if you don't understand something. However, don't let that be the end of it. Ask, figure out how to do the problem, and then do the rest of the problems yourself. Do more on your own. Because just watching somebody do it doesn't mean you understand how to do a problem. Moving on, don't expect to understand the topic. Don't expect to understand a topic the first time you see it. Sometimes you will understand everything you are doing, sometimes you won't. That's just the way math is. Remember this, the process of learning algebra takes time. It requires that you pay attention in class, work problems, and get your questions answered. Even if you understand everything that goes on in class, don't think that you can reduce the amount of effort put into the homework. There's a big difference between understanding a problem done by somebody else, meaning me doing the lesson, and doing the same problems on your own. I can't emphasize this enough. The homework is important. You need to be doing these things on your own in addition to watching me doing them as part of the lesson. Students with disabilities need to meet with the instructor during the first week to discuss testing accommodations. Obviously, I'm not there, but if you need accommodations, talk to me on Monday and we will make sure that we make those arrangements. If you feel that you're falling behind in class, do not hesitate to approach me with questions. I'm available before and after class to help students who need assistance. Also, the Math Learning Center, which is on the main campus in room E2, is available to students who need tutoring. Students who get assistance at the Math Learning Center will be enrolled in a zero-unit, no-cost course. I think that's just how they keep track of who's using the Math Learning Center. This website has all the information that you'll need, including what hours it's available. And then the rest of the syllabus has all the homework and basically everything else that was on my website. If you couldn't read anything that I put up on the screen, I know it was pretty small, definitely go to my website. Again, the website is rosenmath.com. Download the syllabus, print it out, make sure that you understand it. But we went through most of it here together. So again, I look forward to meeting all of you on Thursday. On next Monday. I apologize that I wasn't able to be there, but have fun, and I will see you next week.